everyone, Jacqueline here, Creating My Garden. Okay, today I wanted to take you on a front garden tour of what's happening in the yard. It is a very dull, rainy day. We've had a couple of days of rain out here, and really enjoyed having it. Everything needed a good soak, so this has really helped us. However, we've also had 3 or 4 nights of frost, so I have been coming out and covering my pots to help keep the color going in the yard as long as I can. I'd really be nice if I could keep the color going to Thanksgiving. The Canadian Thanksgiving's October 10th or 11th here, anyhow, in a couple weeks. And it'd be nice for when the family comes that I could show them some really pretty fall color in the yard. So that has been my goal. So I've been working really hard to keep things going. So anyhow, I want to take you on a tour of the yard and show you where things are at right now. I mean, I'm in a zone 3B, so you can see how the plants are going dormant and those that are still showing some color, and how some things the color has actually deepened, which I love. It's absolutely wonderful. So anyhow, let me take you on that tour and show you the front yard. So I'm going to start here with the tree line. The tree line is looking good. The lawn's looking good. Everything's nice. Not a lot of leaves yet, so everything is doing well. I added these daylilies here. They were Stellas and the hostas here, and I am going to expand this bed all the way through and put lots of color and shrubs in here. That's going to be in the plans for next year. All right, let's check out the driveway pots. These driveway pots, I would consider them to be a huge success. The color is amazing. They've done very well. The gourds that I put in these pots have stood up, and I'm very happy with it. In fact, some of the mums that I put in, or chrysanthemums, are starting to show some blooms. So I'm going to keep moving here so you can see that some of them are starting to get some blooms and buds on them again. So I'm hoping, and the hibiscus that I threw in here at the last minute. That was really, was a sale plant in really bad shape. I kind of like the cute little form that it has right now. So anyhow, you can see, and of course I added some artificial flowers in here for color, because, you know, things are kind of dormant right now, but you can see, like, coleuses are just a godsend, you guys, because look at the color they bring to the yard. Even at this time of year when nothing else is in bloom much, they still put on a good show. Highly recommend them. All right, and let's look at the last pot here. So finally the canna bloomed. So my cannas took a beating when I first put them out in the spring, and I had to cut them away back because the wind just slaughtered them. But now they are blooming, so I'm very happy. And a few things have moved around here in the pot, but for the most part, with the coleus and the verbena starting to show some color again, I am very happy with this, and they've just given that punch when I pull in the driveway. It makes me smile. All right, let's go across and have a look at the rest of the yard and see how things are going. All right, the front door. The front door is looking better than it's ever looked. I've never had it look this good. So I'm very, very happy with that. My butterfly mat brought out the colors that was needed to bring out the colors of the house. You would think a green or Loden green and brown would be easy to work with. Not always. I find the easiest house colors to work with are the really neutral beiges and whites. They're super easy. You can put anything with them. But I got this working with the color theme I went with, and I'm happy. These pots have been amazing. The canna just went into bloom. It's looking good. The orange peppers, the violas, and the chrysanthemums are about to bloom, are looking really good. And I love the shot of silver from the Artemisia. Adding the different colors of the pumpkins and the gourds here is just perfect. It was just that final touch that was needed. Looking at this pot, purple fountain grass, must have in any garden. Very, very happy with it. It looks super good. I repeated most of the colors in this other than the big plant because I didn't have another purple canna to have in here, so I used the grass. All right, irises. Irises need to be split. They're lavender iris, but they look pretty good in the center, so they can wait till next year. And you can see the hydrangea doing very, very well, and it will help cover this hard house apparatuses, appliances, HVAC stuff, etc. All right, sedum, This sedum, I need to propagate it. Don't know its name, still trying to figure that out. I'll have to do more investigation, and I want to run more of it in here. The color is amazing and it keeps it purple all year long. That sedum needs to be split and moved. I'll get to it. Window boxes. I have been covering these along with the other pots, and it is looking amazing. The petunias are still putting on a show. Highly recommend the potato vine, especially in the purple, the black mamba, and the coleus and the petunia combo. And then you can add your other soft touches in there for fall. If you put some oranges and some of the blacks in there, it's easy to update for fall. You can see that the geums and the hydrangeas, the veronicas that I've added, and the cornflowers are doing very well here. This rain that we got was perfect timing for when I planted this stuff. So happy. Check it out. And I'm hoping these colors hold into fall and into the spring, that they're kind of varied in their shades. More hydrangeas here. I have a lot of little limes in this, and limelights in this bed you're going to see coming up. These are the paprika rosas, hot paprika, and the coral bells, heucheras, for our zone, so they're good for zone 3 to 8, are just amazing. And I have a whole bunch more that I want to plant in here once I fit this bed dug up. My plants are on order and should be arriving any day now that are going to be going in this bed. There's a lot of irises and reblooming irises going in here, so that will be perking it up, and I'll have to get those in as soon as they arrive. Here's another window box. Potato vine's still growing and everything's doing very, very well here. I look out the windows here, my office window and the bedroom windows, and I just smile. I'm so happy. And just the touch of the silk flower is what it needed to pull the color all the way through into the back of this bed. This is something that I would repeat. In containers too. All right, let's go over here and look at what's going on here. Annabelle hydrangeas. I've had to cut them back a bit. They have been weeping a bit, and you can see they're starting to show some browning, but that's okay. Geraniums still going strong, and they're definitely an old-fashioned plant that, tried and true over and over again, does very well in a garden. Zinnias are starting to show some wear and tear on them from the rain and the wind that we've recently had, but all in all, I'm going to collect these seeds and plant a heck of a lot more of them next year. This is the Queen Lime Orange. In case anybody wants to order these, I got these from Vessie's. Vessie's is my go-to. They're a Canadian company, and they just have amazing seeds for me. Johnny's is another one that I would go to as well. I need more of the Queen Lime series, I'm going to be honest. And you see I've added a few decorative touches to the fence and that to put all the colors together. All right, you can see I have more hydrangeas here, incredibles here, limelights here. I have the Everbloom in the corner there. It's kind of gone dormant. I did cut the dead flower off of it because it was hanging, but all in all, I'm looking forward to next year. It was a purple bloom, and so I'm hoping that it holds that color, and next year it's the same. So you can see kind of what's going on there. Begonias look beautiful. Highly recommend planting them. I'm going to plant them again next year. My delphinium I planted from seed right here. Do need to be weeded out. I'm not afraid to show you this because this is the life of a gardener. There's always work to be done and a few weeds in there. So once it dries up a bit, I'll be able to get in there, go through, cultivate this entire bed, and it'll look good. All right. So you can see some of the other ground covers I have going on here that are doing very well. The yarrows are dormant right now. This is a yellow yarrows, and you can see that I have some buds on it, but they're far and few between. The 9-bark I have cut back. It's more round and full since I've cut it back. Very happy with that. I prefer to keep them round and full rather than kind of stringy looking and all over the place. Here we go with another limelight here. It's got the red going on. The colder temperatures have really deepened the color on it, and it's looking good. Here is another limelight, and it's looking really good. Very happy with it. Sorry, not limelight, little lime, and it's looking good. Also here are the salvias. This was the pink salvia, and we have some peonies here. They're all going dormant, but the green foliage of this particular pink salvia is massive. So it is going to be worth splitting next year. I'll have to take a good sharp knife to split it. And if there's any babies that have sprouted out, I'll dig them up and move them and align them. All right, Incrediballs. Incrediball hydrangeas doing well. And the peppers here I should pick while I'm in here. These are just some random plants that I threw in here that were on sale. You guys know I'm all about the bargains. I live on a budget, I'll be honest. And this little guy, gonna take him. So you can see the peppers, they look good. I'll have them for supper. Pan fry them, they'd be tasty. All right, here is another hydrangea, an Incrediball that is doing, sorry, not Incredible, gee whiz. This is a limelight. Okay, these are the first ones I put in. So I put limelights in, and Incrediballs were the tall ones that were in here, and then I added the little limes after. And some other ones are in here. Portulaca, you can see that I think there's a bit of an iron deficiency on it. The color is a little off, and that's fine. I will treat it next year. And the one beside it I transplanted, so it's kind of gone to sleep. All right, you can see the little lime here that I just put in last week. It's doing well, it's got buds, it looks healthy. Thank you for the rain. Incrediball, looking good. This is the one I've had the stake. I've kept the stake because I couldn't bring myself to cut the flowers off. It's looking really good and healthy. So now that it's settled in, I can cut those flowers off here in a couple weeks. Once again, another limelight. And it's looking really good, very happy, loving the deep colors. I'll be glad when it gets a bit taller. You can see it's sending out some taller branches, so next year it should do very, very well. Another peony in here, and a little bit of garden art. Over here we have a lot of pointillas that are combined with the yellow yarrow with the 9-bark. I like yellows, pinks, and purples with 9-barks. I think it provides a great backdrop for bringing out the brightness of those colors. Here is a little lilac, Miss Kim. She's here, she's very happy. And here is now a little lamb hydrangea that had a hard time. I had to cut it back, and hopefully it'll settle down and give roots. It's not weeping, good sign, and it'll flourish. And lastly, let's have a look in the corner and see what's going on. So you can see the hollyhocks. I have a bunch of different varieties here. They just grew this year, so it was kind of this, because they're biennials, it was kind of a sleep and a little bit of a creep year for them. But next year they should take off, right? So they should leap. We have the Pinky Winky hydrangea there and right there, and we have some beautiful coreopsis there, looking good. And of course potentillas and some petunias that I have not removed yet. So all in all, the bed is looking really good from a distance, and I'll give you a look from a distance how it is looking and the kind of colors that you see. So those window boxes really stand out, and so to the pots on the driveway with the green lawn and that. It's a really nice contrast. So anyhow, that is how the yard is doing, and I hope you enjoyed this quick video. I will show you one final thing on the way out. This is my pear tree. Now this pear tree was never what I thought it should be. It's not the kind of pears that you could like pick and eat in your hand. These are a sour, rock hard pear. You can see the wind just threw them all over the ground, and you can see they don't even look like a pear. But if you bite into them, which, I tried to, you can see how hard that is. They're just horrible. So they might be good for canning or something. However, I kind of regret planting it because it's just so much fruit, and of course it bears a lot of fruit if you look at it. It's really full of fruit, you guys, but it's so sour. So the squirrels are enjoying it, the birds are enjoying it, us not so much. So we'll see if we can find something to do with these, but oh, are they sour. And I can see the squirrels have already been into them here. All right, so that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this quick front yard garden tour, and you can see where I'm at and the things I have left to do and how I'm growing the flower beds and improving on everything. and I'm pretty happy with my progress this year. I put a lot of plants in. I've done some redevelopment. I've done a lot of hard work too of digging stuff up and splitting it. There's still some hostas there I want to move, an iris that needs to be split. Those kind of things, you guys, that never ever seem to end. But that's life of a gardener. So I hope you will like and subscribe to this video and drop me some comments, and I appreciate you watching this, and I hope everybody has a great weekend. Thank you. Bye.